So yesterday we had come on to the topic of Bhagavan, Parameshwar, Purna Satya, the absolute truth from which everything emanates. After explaining to you the different qualities which God has, He has got unlimited qualities, but which can make us surrender to Him, that is more important for us. And then from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita itself, I place before you that all paths don't lead to the same goal. That's a mistake. That all paths lead to the same goal, as Lord Krishna very clearly says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yanti deva vrata devan, pitran yanti pitravrata, bhutani yanti bhuteja, majyajino apiman. Yanti deva vrata devan, the persons or the people who pray to the devatas, yanti deva, vrata devan, they go to the devaloks. There are 14 planetary systems. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes from now. And the devatas are basically in charge of that. You go there. And so there are devata loks, there are pitra lok, forefathers lok. Arankya is the main devata in charge of the forefathers. Then you got the bhutas, the ghosts. They've got their own lok. So there are different lokas. There are different. Loka means just like different, you can say, places. So you go there. So it is not stated anywhere. And the Bhagavad Gita very clearly states that the people who are basically going to the devatas are actually less intelligent, because the fruit they are going to get from there is going to be temporary. And anyone who is basically aspiring for temporary fruits is not considered intelligent. He is alpamedasa, less intelligent. Then we went on to the talk about God's impersonal and personal features. As I told you, the Shastras are talking of the sun and the sunlight. The sunlight is the impersonal feature of the sun, and the sun is the personal feature of the sun. But it's a very nice example which the Upanishads have quoted is that the sunlight is like Brahm. The sun planet, for example, you take states. So you call up someone in California, maybe San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, and he'll say yes. You say the sun is on my head, he'll also say the sun is on my head. So this way is actually all the people in Sunnyvale, if they're asked, is sun on your head? Yes. The other person also will say sun is on my head at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So that way, the sun planet, the sun planet itself, what you see, the sun disk, is actually compared with the Paramatma everywhere. He is everywhere. Then the sun planet has got Sun Devata, whose name is Vivaswan. 4th chapter, Krishna saying that the name keeps changing. Remember one thing. In particular Manavantras, then the name, then the Devata changes, the name also changes. So Surya Dev remains the same thing, but the name who's occupying, like the President of the United States. President of the United States, that particular word does not change. But the people who occupy those positions, their name keeps changing. So that is how it goes. So this has been described. Yesterday I give you an example of understanding the impersonal, the Paramatma, and the Brahm, the Paramatma, and the Bhagavan feature of the Lord, by giving the example of the railway, giving the example of the train. So in the same way, it is very clear, God has got all features. We believe in that. We don't say that God doesn't have any impersonal feature, because that's what happened with me when I was 18, 19 years old. Most of the philosophy prevalent in India was Advaitvad. They used to say that God has got no personal feature. But I used to think that when I've got a personal feature, how should God not have? Why should God be less than me? He should be more than me. If I have a feature and we find people are beautiful, that means He should be very, 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 very beautiful. He should be above all our thinking. So that is why, but when I understood the philosophy, the Vaishnava philosophy, very few books are available in the market on Vaishnava philosophy, to be very honest. Because this is Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, we will find adharma more than dharma. Please remember this. This is Kali Yuga. Whenever you see this age, by opening more temples, you don't make dharma. Please understand this. Shivji, I told you last time also, Ravan also was Shivji's. I don't call him Bhakta, because he never used to follow Shivji's orders. He used to make Shivji follow what he wanted out of him. He wanted him to protect him. So he wanted to make the Lord, what? Security chap. We should not, why I should be serving the Lord, or the Lord should be serving me? I should be serving the Lord. You tell him, oh, protect me. Oh, come and join me as my security officer. Right? And yesterday I told you, at least at one lifetime, make him your master. One lifetime make him your master instead of making him your servant. So this has to be very well understood,
says,
very important. So I was talking about the impersonal, the personal feature. So both are very important.
Very important shloka, very nice shloka.
Impersonal is the energy of the Lord, and personal is the
Kinchidasti
form of the Lord.
Mai sarvamidam
And which is the Shastras also saying this very clearly, that
he
they are
says,
both. The Upanishad talks of both. There is one Upanishad called Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Now in which very Satchidananda Rupaya, what is it saying? Satchidanand Rupaya. That's an Upanishad. Very clearly stating there is a Roop, which is Satchidanand. Venum Kavanantam, Brahma Samhita Brahmaji saying, he is basically playing the flute. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is playing the flute. He is in three bhanga, three curved feature he stands. His eyes is like the lotus. All these things have been described. Sometimes people say, oh, who has seen God? I have seen God. You have also seen God. But actually, at this moment, your darshan is not complete. Because to have darshan of the Lord, you should have knowledge. You should have knowledge.